Hi again, everyone. I'm Rick Kessler with RVBusiness, and welcome to the RVBusiness Video Spotlight, where we take a closer look at some of the news and events that are helping shape the RV industry. Today, we're at the Lippert Technical Institute in Mishawaka, Indiana, where they just finished up with a 3-day RV Owners School, a nice program where it's designed to take RV owners to better understand their rigs so they can better enjoy the RV lifestyle. Let's see what it's all about.
This last few days, we've been having owners in from all across the country join us for hands-on technical training with a lot of the components that are on their RVs, just so that they can get more familiar with the maintenance and the operation of their RV.
Lippert is doing this because in early 2020, they reached out to me, Jason and Jamie, some of our leaders reached out and said, "Hey Nicole, we want to start something in customer experience. We know that this is really critical. We kind of feel like our industry has an opportunity to really, level up in taking care of consumers." So we started customer experience, also known as CX. And, we really took that and said, it's time to get close to consumers. It's time to understand what are they missing? What do they need from us? How can we really improve their camping experience? So, we started out with a mission of keep campers camping. We've spent the last 2 years sitting around campfires with them, attending events and rallies with them, really just spending a lot of one-on-one time and trying to understand how can we help. And so one of those things that they've been telling us from day one was that we want technician training. So we worked with our teams. Our Tech Institute here is a huge part of this industry and really moving forward the dealer technicians. So we actually had consumers sneaking in to the technician classes because they wanted that hands-on training. And this is a great place to receive it. So we listened to them at our last getaway in 2021. Many customers shared with Jason that we want to be trained. And so in 4 months, we worked together with our Technical Institute, and we have today what we call RV Owner School.
At the school, I absolutely learned how to change that tire. I learned how to take the tire off, how to disassemble the hub assembly, how to look at the bearings, how to repack them, how to order new ones, bolt new ones on, the brakes. I learned about everything that you might need to know to make sure that that tire doesn't come off going down the road.
Well, we start off with a great breakfast because they've got a full day of learning ahead. And so what we do is we feed them and we mingle for a while, and then we move straight into hands-on technical training where they're able to pick what classes are most relevant to them. So we've got about 3 to 5 instructors going at any given time, and we allow for these RV owners to elect which courses interest them the most. So we're covering things like leveling and slides, awnings, steps, a lot of these major components that they're very familiar with on a day-to-day operation basis. So we just, again, want to make sure that they're comfortable with the operation and maintenance of their equipment, and they're learning a lot.
With the younger generations coming in, we need to approach customer service, our different services and products differently because there's a different expectation. And so we don't want to stay stale, but we also want to really hit the mark. So we go to the street and ask and really learn a lot about, what do they think is missing? What's super annoying to them? And then we kind of come back and say, how can we solve that? Right? So we do that through some education. We do that through social media, engagement with that one-on-one time in programs like RV Owner School.
My passion for learning technical stuff and being able to get my hands dirty is why I chose to be a part of the RV owners teaching, and I've loved every minute of it so far. I think Lippert has changed a lot in the past 5 years, and to see where it went from customer service 5 years ago to where it is with customer service today is light years ahead of where it used to be. So for them now to start offering RV owners education and training is really, really important, and it's really exciting.
You know, there are a lot of product that Lippert has that I have no experience with, just through lack of exposure to maybe other kind of, trailers, fifth wheels, pop-up trailers, truck campers. This school offers me an opportunity to see all sorts of different technologies, slides that I don't have personally, but my family does, or technologies that I've never used but might want to one day use. If anything, that's just giving me the ability to be that person at the campground who walks next door and says, I can help you guys with that. And that almost makes me emotional. There's nothing better about that experience of sharing that with someone. So that's another reason.
So this week's pilot program was in fact for our OG Scouts. But in the future, we're going to be offering 6 one-day classes and 3 3-day classes where any RV owner that's in the area can hopefully join us and come for that training.
So Lippert Scouts is about a 2-year-old program with the original intent of saying, if we could just get 50 users to talk to us, tell us about, what can we do better? Where do we need to look? Where do we really need to put our time and attention? We said, okay, 50 people, we're gonna call them Lippert Scouts. We'll talk with them on social media, right? We'll have great relationships with them. So 2 years ago, we put out a very generic post and we said, want to change the future of RVing? And that was it. It was just those words on a post, and we said, apply here. And we received over 3,000 applications in a matter of days. So I'm telling you, when we started Lippert Scouts, we thought, this is not what we expected in all the best ways. We actually, have a special group of scouts that really helped us start this. We call them OG Scouts. If you're an OG Scout, if you know, you know. And they are the ones who really help push us forward. They do. They are knocking on our door. They're calling me. They're calling Craig. They're calling our teammates. They're calling Jason and saying, you guys need to do this. You need to step in this space. We really are expecting and we trust you to take care of it. So this was their idea. They really came forward and put together a plan. We had 2 scouts in particular who stood up. They worked together on their own time and put an outline together of what this could look like. And we called it Scout School through 2 years of evolution. But really, this is the first service that has come out of Lippert Scouts. And those moderators, those original members of the team, they're the ones. This is for them.
For me, when that light bulb moment happens with an RV owner attendee learning something new, I get real excited because now I feel like we've provided them the knowledge to keep them camping. And what they're telling us is that they love when that moment happens too, because they feel like they can help others. And we know the RV Spirit community is a big part of that. And we know that they have this appetite to just help each other. And that to me is what's so special about this.